Hey everybody, we are back with more GenrePlay, and this time we're back with some more DC20. Everybody say howdy.
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 Wrong campaign.
Hello.
Howdy.
Oh no, I'm channeling the Down Darker Trails, apparently.
Howdy doody.
Yep, so we're back to DC20. I believe this will end up being, once we edit it out, it'll probably be like, episode 3 of our DC20 playtest. And I'm going to let Greg take over as GM and finish up this adventure. Hopefully we don't all die. We'll see.
Alrighty then. Back to DC20. We're still, just as a reminder, we're on 0.8 beta rules. 0.9 should be coming out in a couple of months as of this recording anyway. So we'll see there. But for now, we're on 0.8 up to level 2. We're playing level 1, so that doesn't even matter for us. Perhaps we'll play again once he releases the next one. We'll see, maybe. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what happened last time. So, our characters, Thom the Spellblade and Khrysopos.
Yes, you got it.
Khrysopos, our cleric. We got not Giaccomo. We got Giaccomo for the wizard, and of course Cassandra, the most normal name among all of you, for the psychic. The what do they call it? Sorry, I don't have it up in front of me. Psionic.
Cyborn, yes. Psion, yeah.
Cyborn, yeah. So, as you all finished up your latest mission, you came into back to the city, looking to sign up with none others than the guild that goes out and slays these monsters. The guild known as, I have it here somewhere, the Bloodsworn. You found a little pamphlet with a monster that you all created to go slay with the Bloodsworn. You went into their compound and you showed off your prowess. Well, one of you showed off your prowess. The others failed, but it didn't matter because the one who did show off did it very well. And that's kind of how DC20 can work. So, anywho, going out, you decided to head out to the spot where you're going to kill this thing. However, on the way, you ran into a certain tiefling that was being accosted by a giant and a halfling who seemed to be brothers. But at the end of it all, you got somehow, with enough rolls and persuasions, you got all of them to join you. Anyway, paying them, giving a little, maybe giving some rep with the guild and stuff like that. So all of you as a group took a carriage out into the woods to go slay this beast that you all came up with. Do you guys remember the name of the beast? It was Tinticulous. Tinticulous. The beast with all the tentacles. Having made it out there, you all did run into... First you ran into an area. I think I still have it drawn out on the little battle map here. You ran into an area with the ruined castle courtyard and these trees and the swamp-like area. And when you got there, you worked together and you actually defeated this monster that you were set out to defeat. Hey, good on you all. You did it pretty easily too. However, that is when the halfling, the giant, the tiefling all turned on you, deciding to take you out, perhaps take your stuff, perhaps get the reward, who knows. But they turned on you, and that's when the real fight ensued. After battling for a while, another one showed up in a tree, and another one came around the corner, this weird dwarf cleric guy. But you all, with some really bad rolls on their side and some really good rolls on your side, you all slayed them pretty fast, actually. Though I think Giaccomo took some serious damage during that fight.
That's because he's all wizardy, like jumping into the middle of the fray with a chain.
Yeah.
Looking around.
He's got shield. Yeah. And also Cassandra has shield that it can put on other people, whatever it is. But yeah, that is where we left off. That we are at the immediate aftermath of that. If I were to present it again, you are in general in this formation, having just defeated the person in the tree is Gonzo's, and you all are left with nothing but their remains and a quiet air about you, as nothing else seems hostile for now. What would you all like to do?
Oh, okay.
You know you need to turn it in still is one thing.
Should, their dead body's just there, right? So maybe we should loot their bodies.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just gonna say, you hear in your mind, loot their bodies.
Khrysopos will look at the tiefling's body first, because I remember the halfling saying something about Boss not being happy, and I'm not sure if that was her, that Nightmare, I think her name was, or if there's some other boss that we need to be worried about.
Looking about, see if you can. You're trying to distinguish some type of rank between them, right?
No, I'm looting her body first, looking for any like letters, missives, orders, that kind of thing.
Yeah, go ahead and do a investigation. I would say this is
11
total.
Yeah, 6 on the die.
Oh, okay. Then well, you have +5, right? So it should be 11. Yeah, I can do math too, just like you.
I mean, wait. Could I? This might be my D&D coming in. Can I guidance myself? No, it says ally within range. Never mind.
Yeah. Nonetheless, you look around on this body, looking for anything that could tie this person to the other ones, and you don't see anything on the body. We'll go ahead and extend your roll to continue to the other bodies too in the area, and you start looking out, and looking at the halfling who goes by the name Gruff. You look around his body, and you in fact do find a little note on it. The note says, based on what you all found out, the note basically says, "Don't screw this up. Last time you let the beast get too hurt." And it says, work with Nightmare this time.
Interesting. Khrysopos will hold up that note and say, "It seems like this is a strategy they use often. And they don't normally work with Nightmare."
So this is like their pet?
Either this beast or other beasts.
Tinticulous has uses.
Does it seem like... Well, we do know that Gruff was the only survivor of an encounter with Tinticulous, so maybe it was this one last time.
I'm a no believer that story and no more.
I forgot about your accent.
Neither do I, Gigi.
I'm smelling a foul cannoli in the air.
I think that's the animal. We did say it stank.
Yeah, it was the trash monster, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right. It had its own pile of trash. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is in the middle of this courtyard now.
So basically, the game these guys play is they lure people out here to take care of this monster, and then, I mean, to what end? We don't really have anything valuable. I mean, we're doing this whole thing for a few gold pieces, right? So why is this just a hobby of theirs, killing low-level adventurers? I'm just curious.
Everybody's got a hobby. Maybe they want to steal our money, loot our bodies.
Oh yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe they're using. Well, you said there were remains. There's other dead bodies around the ruins, right?
Yeah. There was some other bodies of looking around. You'll see some other bodies of that have been stuffed into corners and crap. You actually find some within the trash heap of this thing. Most of them do look stripped clean.
In addition to the note, as everyone's looking through stuff, do we find anything valuable?
You do find a heavy crossbow on the one from the tree by the name of Raven. Go ahead and roll another investigation if you want.
someone else want to spearhead that since I was looking for clues?
I can try.
Yeah, you got intelligence.
Eventually, I wanna check out the dwarf body and see if there's anything there that any of us can use.
Yeah, I got 8, so no, probably not.
8. Not really. Other than you find a heavy crossbow on Raven, which is has a base attack of 3, but it takes both hands and requires reloading.
I got my great bow, so I like it better. Anybody want this crossbow?
No, I could not lift it.
What do you mean? It's real light, and I'm gonna toss it to him.
It's funny. So the
I
Goes to
get,
cash and just.
I get a natural 1 on my
Catch.
whichever check. I get a 0 to catch
So
it.
how does improvised
Okay.
weapon damage work in this?
Well, luckily you stop it from going past you because you block it with your face. And so, and yeah, it just hits you in the face. It kind of hurts, but
The cleric hits the
That's
ground.
let's see the dwarf. What do they have on him? He wasn't really wearing. I mean, you find
and
heavy armor on him and some spellcasting material.
I want to take the spellcasting material just in case I need it. And then, but the tiefling was also a magic user, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'll check her body out. I will check out her core. I will loot.
Yeah, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
That was so disappointing. She tried to hit all of you to start the battle, and she rolled a natural 1.
That's right.
Yeah, that tiefling got crushed in the first round of combat.
Yeah,
Brutal.
by Mr. Hammer Time there. Yeah, you find a staff. What else? Don't have any armor on him. You'll find some amount of gold on these people, but it's not going to matter for this 1, 2, 3 shot, whatever this is. But yeah, you'll find some amount of gold on them, and eventually you'll find that they are actually pretty wealthy. They seem to have collected some amount of gold from all these things. Go ahead and roll a fate roll. Roll a d20 on
All of us?
Giaccomo. No, just Giacomo. It's just to see if the staff is magical.
14.
14. It's not bad.
There's no bonuses on that, right?
No, it's just pure
Okay.
random luck. You find that the staff actually is radiating a little bit of magic of some sort.
Okay, I'm taking that.
Usually I'd put something to actually have to identify it, but for this I'll just tell you that it using the staff, whoever uses it, gets +1 to their mana pool.
That's pretty nice.
Can we pass it around to each other so we all get 1 magic mana point?
Do I have to attune to it, or can it just?
So he hasn't released the magic stuff yet. That's coming out in 0.9, but he's had a live stream talking about it. And he said that a tuning would happen immediately, but there would be limits. But the limit on things you can attune to is your prime stat. So as you level up, you can use more and more things.
Well, that's pretty cool. So if you're high level, you can.
Yeah, you can get decked out.
Yeah.
Neat.
Now,
But something that gives you like +1 mana probably wouldn't require attunement.
Oh,
that's cool.
It's like a battery.
Yeah. He's gonna have a whole thing where he lists out all the different magic properties and he'll say if that magic property requires attunement if you put it on an item. And then based on the rarity of the item, you get so many magic points to put on it, and you can spend those points to put these different magic abilities on items. So it's kind of like a magic item building thing.
he's a big fan of build your own.
Yeah. But he's also going to put out a bunch of examples too. So it's not just going to be it's not going to homebrew everything.
Not
But,
just a miscellaneous Lego bin.
Right. And in that way, I'll also say that someone else roll a fate roll. See if the dwarf had a magic item.
Pat, you want to do it?
Who
You
wants
haven't
to
rolled it.
You haven't rolled anything. You haven't rolled squat.
Okay, fine. Peer pressure. 10 on the die. Do I add anything to that?
Nope. 10's very mediocre.
Yeah,
You,
I mean, DC20.
you find a magic coin. It seems to always flip on heads.
Cool.
All right, well,
Nice.
I can just con someone into betting money on a coin toss.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Perfect.
What do you want to do now?
Well, we should. Do we know if we need to drag the monster or just like get proof of its death?
Just a proof.
Well, shall we cut off the monster's head and then get back to our cart?
It didn't really have a head. It had more just like a big writhing center with a mouth. So you can just cut out the mouth.
So you hear in your head, I'm gonna flip this coin. Tails, we go back. Heads, we search the ruins. I'm gonna flip the coin.
You didn't
And
attune,
it
so
lands,
it's tails.
and I'm assuming it lands on heads, right?
It does land on heads.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I guess we have no choice.
Can't argue with fate.
Fate has spoken, and I will go help explore the ruins.
All right. So you start looking around the ruins. Everyone go ahead and roll a investigation or perception. Investigation is the easier roll if you'd rather do that, but you can also do perception here.
Ooh, nat 20.
Much better.
Oh, wow. Were you doing
23.
investigation or perception? Don't
Is
lie.
it-
I was going to go investigation because I got 3 points in it, but I mean, with a nat 20, does it matter?
Yeah, the total can matter.
Well,
So
it'll be 23 total then.
23 plus, I think it's 4 for being a
No,
crit,
no.
something like that.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
no, sorry. It's 23, which whatever DC I had in my head, which is 15 in this case, that's 10 above. So I give you 2 successes, and then the fact that it's a crit adds 2 more successes, so it's 4 successes total for whatever thing that could affect. But anywho, so yeah, you start looking around, and on one of the broken towers, on one of the remaining towers that are not broken, you see that there's this ladder going up to the top. And at the top of this tower, you also see just the very top. You get at the right angle to see the sun reflect off this thing, and you can see there's this iron banded chest up there.
Yeah, I'm going to go up there.
So you start heading up that. What about everyone else?
Well, I rode and got a 21 total. If we're looking around.
Were you doing perception or investigation?
Investigation. Because you said investigation's easier, right?
Yep. So yeah, you start looking around. You would you notice that 2 of the towers are still remaining, and one of the doors of the tower has been slightly ajar and broken, for that matter. So it looks like it's able to go inside of it. You do notice that this is a second story door, that there's probably a balcony at some point, but over time Earth has eroded and gone up to the second story now, and you could probably climb up a foot and go into there if you wanted to.
Sure. I'll do it.
Yeah. What about Khrysopos?
I got a 23 on investigation, though I don't know if we're all splitting off in our own direction. Otherwise, I may have got...
I mean, why not?
Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Splitting party is a
You're
great
right.
idea.
Why not? I love it.
We're close enough to yell out to each other, so
The only way it'd be better if this is a horror movie and we're all like cheerleaders or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Drunk
Hide in the
cheerleaders.
garage behind the chainsaws, guys.
Yeah. So the sun is in your eyes, and it's annoying. So you head over to a tower, one of the broken towers, and turn around, have the sun to your back to get a good angle. And doing this, you actually see something gleaming in the pile of trash underneath. It's like vibrant. Something down there is causing like a huge amount of refraction of light. Perhaps a precious stone or some type of really polished metal. You're not sure. And then, what about Cassandra? Is Cassandra even looking?
I mean, I rolled, so I gotta tell you.
Yeah,
what
go for it.
happened. So I I rolled a 1, so as she starts
No.
as she walks into the ruins, apparently she slips and falls flat on her face. Pretty embarrassed. She's picking herself up right now as everyone else is going about their own searching. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that happened. All right.
We'll say that I want to say this happened before I got too far away. I want to be a gentleman and help Cassandra up and
Yeah,
brush
you
the
roll
dust
so
off
high.
of her.
As she falls down, you're helping her up, and you're like, "Oh, there's something shiny up there."
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So you're over by Cassandra, and then Thom, you move your way into this place. It's pretty dark in here, except for I mean, there's light coming through where you are, but you can tell as it goes up, it becomes darker and darker. But you can proceed if you'd like. Oh, sorry. When you open this place, it's circular, but you see there's this spiral stone staircase that has some type of wood support. It looks like it's stood the test of time somehow. It seems decently made, and it looks like the stairs still work for now. The spiral stone stairs going around this place up. It does look like there was a railing here once, but it's the bolts are whatever held it to the stairs has long corroded away, and you see pieces of it on the ground. And Khrysopos, roll a what role would this be? I guess survive or investigation. I leave it to you to see how fast you can get through this pile of crap to get what you're trying to get to.
They're both a +5. We will use investigation. And I'm definitely reaching for the item. 8.
All right, it's taking you some time. You thought it'd be easy, but it was like playing a game of pick up sticks. You found out as you started to lift one thing, things just collapse down on top of it annoyingly, and so you start moving things around. And then how is Thom proceeding?
Do we have a mental link with Cassandra? Do you do a mental link to us telepathically, or am I thinking something other game?
Did it to someone else, but you can do it.
Yeah, it's a kind of an at-will thing, so sure.
I'm gonna go like, Cassandra, I found steps up here.
And you hear back in your mind, but the wizard's climbing the ladder.
Why are we splitting the party?
You've made it about 10 feet up the ladder now.
Giaccomo. The wizard's made it up like a story already, and he said he saw something shiny.
Okay, I'm gonna step back out and just take a look at the wizard to make sure he doesn't get himself a fumble.
You look up and you see underneath a wizard robe as you look up and see him climbing.
Oh, is he climbing this tower? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're in the same tower. Okay.
Giaccomo, do you go commando?
I'm gonna go up the steps and see if I can outrace him up there.
Okay. All right. Your athletics is so much higher. You definitely catch up to him, but he's in the way. You'd have to go around him.
I'm just waiting to see how high the giant gets up this ladder before the ladder collapses.
Oh wait, who's a giant? I forgot.
Thom?
Oh, that's right. You're giant born.
I'm half giant.
Oh, sorry, I'm half giant. So he's only
Right,
like.
but Marks, didn't you say you were taking the stairs on the inside?
Yeah, I'm on the stairs. So.
Oh, you're taking the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm on the ladder.
Out and looked up his.
I was wondering, like, how did he get in my way? If I'm, this is a really weird. Holy.
Meanwhile, Cassandra's doing this, blocking the region of Giacomo where potentially he may or may not have the garments on as she's watching him go up the ladder.
Using telekinesis to like close the flap.
Yeah, like hold his robe tight between his legs.
Yeah, he wears things under. It just has one of those flaps that you can unbutton that you wear pajamas. And
got a thong on. It's okay.
Forever, a wizard's robes will have nothing on under them from this point on. Like that's just like. Are you wearing?
I didn't realize.
You guys know that like the old like D&D like don't forget to put on your pants. Like there was like time when you had to like talk about like after a long rest, I put my clothes on, and so like the GM would like give people a hard time, like, but you never told me you put your armor back on, so how do I know you're wearing your armor?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So pants. So it's just like every long rest it became like pants.
Those GMs are dicks. I think I did that though.
Yeah, I'm not pointing any fingers.
So yeah, you're rushing up the stairs inside then, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're rushing up. The stairs seem pretty sturdy, actually. You don't have to roll for anything unless something happens, I suppose. Roll a perception check. You have dark vision.
Do I? Are you asking me or telling me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. I'm looking too now.
I don't know if I do actually.
It doesn't look like it. Good to know.
So.
Okay.
Is it really that dark? I didn't realize.
It gets pretty dark up near the top. There's no windows, nothing letting in light.
Well, I could I can illuminate with my bound weapon with a bright light. 6-1 action point. I'll do that if it's dark.
Which doesn't take anything out of combat. So,
all right, cool. So 11 plus 5, 16.
Okie dokie. You go up and you realize that it's a bit dark. At this point, Khrysopos, your arm is sticking through, and you're using your other arm to like move things aside, and your both arms are just in the mess.
What are you, Thom? Thom.
And you light up your bound weapon because it gets too dark. And when you do that, you immediately hear a noise. It sounds like some type of like a croak, except it comes off as more like a howl, like a from up at the top of this place.
Does anyone else hear that, or just Thom?
There's a werewolf with a sore throat up here.
Do we hear that? Do we hear Thom say that?
Yeah, you hear that. I would say, Giaccomo, you can have a chance of hearing it if you want to roll a. Or no, I guess Cassandra's right there at the tower too. Yeah, you two can have a roll perception check. To see yeah. So you both can see if you hear it. It's not. I made it louder than it actually is. It's not too loud.
But Thom, you did say that. You did say, "Hey, there's a werewolf with a cold in here." Or something.
Yep.
So you definitely heard that.
Yeah, it's not great. You said perception.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get sick.
Actually, as you two are doing perception, can I also have a perception from
awareness, right?
What's that?
You say perception, but you mean awareness, correct?
I do mean awareness.
Looking at my I'm looking for perception on my character sheet. I'm like, I don't see that anywhere. Yeah. 8.
8. Okay. And can I get a new awareness from? No, not awareness. Can I get an athletics from Thom?
Dang it! I knew I should have given someone guidance before they started climbing.
And lastly, from Khrysopos, can I get a? I'm going to say athletics as well.
All right,
I absolutely can.
14 plus 5 makes 19 for athletics.
18 minus 1 makes 17.
Wow! And guess what? That's your initiative. So,
great.
So Thom actually got pretty darn. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to share this here, and then, in case anyone wants to know how you pronounce Colton's character there, it's Khrysopos. I'm going to delete all this. Whoa. And then, hey, go away. Okay, hide that. So right now, you all are at this tower. There's an entrance right here, and then stairs going up. For simplistic sake, I'm going to say this one 360-degree circle represents like 30 feet all the way to the top, even though it actually spirals more than that. Just keep that in mind. And so you have a wall going out here, the wall going out this way. You have a pile of junk over here with Khrysopos. And then you have Cassandra here. We have not Giaccomo. here you are at this point about 20 feet up. Whoop. And we have Thom as well, about halfway up, about 20 feet as well. Thom, 20 feet up.
And
That's everyone.
just so that I understand, I'm standing outside of this door, looking through it, trying to keep my eye on both Thom and Giacomo. Thom is producing his own light source, so I can see his light source.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I can't see him, but I can see he's
right because the
20
spiral.
feet high. I just see a light source moving up the stairs.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly correct. Actually, before we do any of this, I would say all this represents a quick rest if you'd like. In DC20, you have quick rest, short rest, long rest, and then full long rest. For a quick rest, it takes only 10, 15 minutes, and I'll go ahead and assume that this counts as that. If you'd like to use a rest point, you can get 2 hit points back. You can do that during a quick rest.
I'm already at max, so
I will do that.
Should have saved that last healing spell last combat.
Maybe not.
Yeah, your rest points is based on your might, I think. So some of you have very little.
Your level plus might.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Minimum 1, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you on that minimum 1.
Meanwhile, Thom has like 4.
Oh yeah, mine is 3, so that's incorrect. It should be 4. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right. So now that's out of the way. The initiative DC for this encounter, because again, it's remember there's a DC you have to beat, is 19. Did anyone beat 19?
I got 19.
Do you want Cassandra or Giacomo to roll?
You got it. They already did. So in DC20, at least in this version, you roll a skill that best represents your initiative at the moment. And they rolled perception because they were doing that. And you rolled athletics, so you're trying to see how fast you can get through this crap.
Nope, I got a 17.
Alrighty. So, but someone beat it, which means that that is Thom who's going to go first. We'll say this is the tracker over here. Thom, you're going to go first with a... it doesn't matter. So Thom, then Cry, and then I think it was Giacomo.
My perception roll was only a 5.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Cleric's initiative. Oh wait, you're not cleric. Okay. So that's the order. So Thom, you are first. You hear this weird croaking sound, and you start hearing up top like a.
Stop doing that. Okay. But I don't see anything though, right?
How far does your light go? Let's see.
Well, it can be dim or bright. It doesn't really say range.
Okay, we'll go ahead and say it's like 15, which means you would just see the outline of something in the distance. You see this elongated, almost lizard-like snout that's almost the shape of a wolf as well. And every once in a while, you see this big neck package like come out and in. It looks, by the way, it looks huge. The head itself looks like it might be about the size of your torso.
Oh, geez. Is the stairs big enough though for it to go down?
They are. It looks like it would, if it got jolted somehow or anything like that, it would possibly fall though.
Oh, interesting. Let me see what I can do here.
Oh, and I said 15 feet, 3 spaces, because DC20 uses spaces, not feet. So what would you like to do? Remember, you can spend 1 action point to move to get your movement worth of spaces, and I think your movement is 5, so you can get 5 spaces of movement using 1 action point.
I guess I will go ahead and run up there.
All right. As you get up there, you see now on this top level, there are piles of refuge of different sorts up here. It's stacked up against the walls, made of different trash, but also branches and wood and anything this thing looks to be able to salvage. You see movement within those piles. as well as one of like a smaller version of this creature that you see. This creature that you see, however, is this creature is enormous reptilian beast standing to 10 feet tall if it was on its hind legs. Or sorry, even while hunched over, it's 10 feet tall. There's a massive tail on it with long hind legs, long thin limbs. It looks kind of like a crocodile-like long snout, which extends past a leathery pouch under its neck. You do see its throat swelling now as it's prepared to do something. And you see two little small versions of it come out of this little refuge. But you ran up to it.
Yep. I'm committed. I might as well do something.
You somewhat regret running up to it, but now you're committed.
I'm committed. I'll go ahead and I'm just going to like smash it right into the throat. I'm going to try to see. I've used one, right? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm assuming I hit. I'm going to try to do one standing point with smite.
Okay. Smitten. You can pick after you hit if you want.
And power attack.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, and then attack. So that'll be on my moves. Let's just try that and see what happens.
I think smite takes a stamina, not a action point. So
you're right. Yeah.
So you can give yourself advantage too if you want with the last action point.
Yeah, let's do that and make sure I hit.
Okay. And for people watching, power attack maneuver means he gets +1 damage if he hits.
Actually, no. Let me look at those maneuvers again. I think expose.
You have expose as well if you want. Choices.
I know, right? Let's do. I'll wait until I have help to do the disadvantage thing. Or expose. Let's see if I can even hit it. What am I supposed to add to this again? 13.
Your base attack. It's in the middle of your sheet. Yeah.
So 17.
17. That hits. You don't have anything that gives you +1? That is just a normal hit.
Oh, darn it. Well, I mean, I haven't. Is there anything give me +1? There isn't, is there?
No, your grit can reduce damage and give someone else advantage on save, but it can't give you a bonus to hit.
No, so I think I just hit with what I got, but I'm going to use smite. So that's a +1 in damage. And the power attack, which is.
Yep. Power attack, +1. And then your weapon does 2, right?
Yes, 2 bludgeoning. Yes. So 4.
So that's 4 total?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and move you one all the way to the top, about 40 feet up.
And I'm going to say mentally to Cassandra, like, I could use some help.
We'll just call it F for now. For fail.
For friend,
yeah.
Surely.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Not foe. Yeah, but you come down with your hammer, you hit it, and it's... that's the end of your turn, right? Yeah, you hit it, and it's big jugular thing, and as you do so, acid comes spraying out of its mouth from hitting its pouch of acid, and it does spray acid. I have to do a spell attack versus your physical attack. That is a... Ooh, this might miss. Oh, there it is. 16 against your physical defense.
What are you trying to hit? Just normal?
Yeah. The physical one at the top right.
Oh, yeah, it's 11. My base.
Your PD or your MD?
Your PD in this case. Elemental stuff usually goes against PD, whereas things like psychic and radiant and stuff goes against mystical.
Yeah, it's 11.
But
I guess I should get armor, shouldn't I?
That's actually a heavy hit on you. So
but
3.
I do have that one trait of strong body one time per combat.
Yeah.
I can reduce damage taken by me equal to my might or agility. So 3. I can reduce it by 3. So I'm going to do that.
Well, it's doing 4 because getting 5 over your defense. So you can reduce that down to 1.
Yeah, let's do that.
So you just flex at it. It burns, but you just flex.
It's a good shower.
You still take 1 damage for whatever that's worth. And that took 3 of its actions. So with its last one, it's going to go as it seems to be doing some weird croaky noise. And after it finishes, it looks straight at you, seemingly able to see you now. And as you look at this thing, you realize it doesn't have eyes. You remembered, it was a while ago, but you remember the guy at the guild telling you that watch out for things called the gobbers in Khrysopos. And he said that they use echolocation to find where you are.
Oh.
But anywho.
So I'm a stealth after this.
Yeah, that takes us to...
Oh, can I blink 1 space away? Doesn't take an action, right?
Well, it would be on your attack, but sure.
Well, I mean, like the end of my... I can do it before or after my attack. Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the acid still hit me and stuff. It's, ranged attack.
Yeah, it's a big cone area.
Just so that way it might throw them off a little bit. Plus, I should get in the habit doing that.
In fact, you could have actually used the last 2 squares of movement to move even further back too after you blink away. But
oh, well. Okay.
You want to get a little bit further back for it?
Sure, if you'll let me do it, I will.
Thom blinked away. Bam! No one saw it. It looked cool. No one saw it.
So when
we come to
hear Thom shout that he's fighting something,
I'm not going to shout.
You probably hear a lot of things.
I'm going to think to Cassandra.
Right. When I hear loud thoughts in my head,
it's a gobbly-goobly. Gobbly-goo. I forgot what they're called.
I'm gonna share that message with the others telekinetically. I'll let Khrysopos and
okay.
Giaccomo know.
Thom says,
Thom's fighting something again.
But we come to Khrysopos.
On my side, like have my spear kind of jammed into the junk to kind of get some leverage, and I hear that and go, what is that? And then I hear Cassandra's message. How many action points do I think it might take to get this thing out?
Well, your initiative was kind of like how fast you're getting it. So we'll say when your turn starts, when you heard things go down, you just rushed it and got it. And that athletics was how fast you got it before, so you could join them. So we'll say you got it. And you come out in your hand a ring with a pretty big diamond on it.
I'm a level 1 adventurer. I don't know what exists in this world. I put the ring on my finger and take 5 spaces of movement toward the tower.
Die. No. Okay. 5 spaces, we'll say, gets you like here.
Oh, I am so far away.
You can use another 5 space.
I will do. Huh. What's the range on it? If I move,
you do feel like this ring was magical, and you get this feeling that, oh man, what it actually was is no use to you right now.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'm going to change it to something else.
Awesome.
You feel like you can use that as a reaction for something, and something's dire. You can use that as a reaction.
Reaction if dire. Okay. If I go another 10 spaces, do I think that'll bring me within 5 spaces of Cassandra?
Yes, barely.
Okay. I will use 2 more action points to move, and I'll use my last action point to guidance on Cassandra. So you have a D8 help die to help with whatever you do on your turn, and that'll be my turn.
Oh, okay.
A little golden light
you
goes
use all
around
your movement.
Yeah. A little golden light goes around our... Your Cyborn is your ancestry, but your class is...
Psionic. Scion.
Got it.
The blue alien light creature with... Yeah.
Around our Cyborn, add a D8 to whatever you want.
And to be clear, that does stack with the help action. So you can actually have those things stack up pretty well. And I think it might even stack with Bardic Inspiration, but I'm not sure. Don't remember. All right. Good turn. 2 of the little small Khrysopos, they also do their... And as they finish, they both turn their head and look at Thom, and they run over to you. And then we come to... But they only get 2 actions because they're little small minion guys. So then we come to Cassandra.
So from where I am, I can no longer see the light that Tom's producing. I'm assuming if he's 40 feet up there.
Yeah, you can see the light. It's coming out from a stairwell. You can kind of like if you have something that requires seeing him, you can do it. But it's if you need to like hit him, it's going to be hard because you only see like a little tiny piece of Thom up there.
You see his biceps.
40 feet because of the range on my spells is stated in spaces. So 40 feet.
Oh, that's 8 spaces.
It's only 8 spaces?
Yep.
Oh.
It's 5 feet per space.
Okay. Maths are hard, but I'll take your word for it.
Now you got me worried. I guess 8. Okay.
All right, so I'll step inside, and if they're 8 spaces away,
come on, be bold, be valiant with your dagger heart.
I mean,
dagger heart.
I can't see everything that I have requires me to choose
who dies
a point.
and who
I have
lives.
to choose a point within range. So I'm kind of just like I'm attacking the darkness basically, or I'm using you like your light is my point of like.
You can see the big creature up there. It's not hard. This thing's tall and big. Okay. So you can kind of see him even though you're looking up at a stairway. You can see him kind of hunched in that area. And you can see it through the light of Thom because his weapon's glowing. So if you need to see him, you definitely can. He's, in fact, the only one that's easier to hit of all the ones up there is the big guy.
Okay. So if I can see the big guy or silhouette of the big guy, I'm going to target it with Psychic Fear. So I'm going to send a little message to its mind that says, run away. It's going to go ahead and make an intelligence save. Well, a spell check against. Sorry, I'm making a spell check. I'm gonna go ahead and add that 8 just to make sure that this is a good roll. So that is an 11 on the die, plus a 3 that's 14, plus 4 is 18 total.
Oh, 18.
18 total on target spell check against their MD. And it says it makes intelligence save. So
that's a heavy. So you're already in a heavy. So it's extra damage.
Okay. So that's going to be 3 psychic damage, but then if there's more depending on if it fails to save or
not. It got a total of 18 on the save. I rolled an 18. Yeah.
Okay. So it just takes 3 psychic damage.
Oof.
Had it failed to save, it would move using an AP at its speed away from me, which I don't know really how it would do that, but it takes
it could leap off the tower.
Yeah. It would leap off on Giaccomo.
Right.
I forgot to ask you, when I hit it, did it seem to hurt it at all?
Oh yeah, it definitely seemed to hurt it. It kind of croaked out at you, and when you hit it, it seemed to upset it more. It didn't seem to hurt it a lot, but it definitely seemed to hurt it.
I'm gonna spend another AP to have it make another mental save against being dazed from that attack.
Okay. Do you have to roll a spell check for that?
I should have probably stated that up front. No, it's just it's part of my psionic.
Yeah, that's fine. We're new to DC20
to add the dazed effect if it fails that save.
Oh, we'll say you don't do that because in DC20, if something requires multiple saves, you roll once and it applies to all of them.
Okay, that's good to know. Was not aware of that. So yeah, I mean, technically, I would have stated that I'm going to apply that effect up front, but
you have 3 action points left.
Use 2 for the psychic fear.
You have 2 left. You could move. You could help someone if you could think of a way to help someone.
I'm going to spend the next 2 to send a psychic bolt at the same target.
Oh, so you do have disadvantage because it's a second spell.
It's mental defense probably per week. You might be able to get it.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
You said with disadvantage, so I roll a 19 and a 13, so there's a 17
Not
hit.
Bad. In fact, that's a heavy.
Okay, so it's going to take 2 psychic damage, but I'm spending an additional AP to increase that damage by 1. I'm spending my last 2 AP, 1 AP to cast a spell, 1 AP to
Okay.
increase the damage. So it's going to be a total another 3 psychic damage.
Oh, nice.
So what is that? 6 total psychic so far?
Yeah.
Well, 6 total psychic, 9 total damage, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Thom sees it up there. It's just shaking its head like.
Yeah. It actually says as part of the psi bolt that you cause them to have a headache for a minute, and you can spend AP to make spell checks to then add damage if dazed. So that's why I tried to daze him first. Because if I daze him, then I can compound that damage into
nice.
As long as he's dazed.
Oh, maybe next time. That was all your actions. So you're just sitting there with your fingers to your head, going, looking up at it.
So none of that's visible, right? So Thom just thinks like, "Wow, I must really hit him hard."
Yeah,
yeah.
Exactly.
You hit it, and it just starts
that
shaking.
blow that he took from you. Exactly. Right.
I hit it real hard. And then we come to, it's actually going to use one of its legendary action points.
Ooh.
To summon 2 little small guys up there.
2 more?
Yeah. And can it do anything else with those action points? It can, but I already spent it to do this. So, okay. Then we come to Giaccomo.
Okay, now where am I?
You are 20 feet up a ladder on the outside. So, 4 spaces up a ladder on the outside.
How much further do I have to go to get to the top?
Another 4 spaces.
Okay, I'm going to continue on up.
All right, so you spend an action point that gives you 5 spaces, I think, of movement, and you go all the way to the top. And you go all the way to the top. At this top here, there's not much up here. This tower is seems to be pretty well put together up here, though old. You see a rusted, shut, reinforced, wrought iron reinforced trapdoor up here, actually, and as well as this chest that you were coming up to see. It's also reinforced with iron bands, but this thing looks to be newer, as it's probably been up here for a not too long.
I'm gonna try to tug on the rusty trapdoor.
Oh boy!
See if
Roll
I can.
And athletics. The wizard doing athletics.
I guess there was no or anything.
14.
No. 14.
That's actually not strongest among us.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, you're right. You're actually not that bad. You start heaving this thing, trying to open this door, and it creaks a little. If you'd like, you can. It took 1 action point to get up there. 1 action point to start trying to heave on this thing. You can do it again if you want to try to get the rest of the way, but you will have disadvantage because it's doing the same thing twice in a turn in a round. But you can use your last action point to negate the disadvantage if you want. So it's up to you.
But elsewise, I don't get to open this thing if I don't.
Yep.
Keep at it.
Or you can open the chest.
I'm not gonna play around with that chest right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna spend the action. So I roll the disadvantage. So roll twice and take the lower.
Yeah. Well, you have 2 action points left. You can use 1 to do it again, and you can use another to give yourself advantage, which will negate it if you want.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be 4. A total of 4 action points with 1 left.
No, you have 4 maximum.
You got 4 max each turn.
Oh, okay. Because I have, for some reason, I have 5. The 5th one is kind of grayed out a little.
Oh yeah. They just put that there because there's some rare cases where you get 5, but right now.
Well, that is an 8.
Well, yeah, you start to pull it, and it seems to be jammed at this point. You you did get enough that some light is getting through, and your eyes are adjusting to see into this darkness right now. But I'll say next turn you'll be able to see in there after your eyes get adjusted. But you will have trouble shooting in through a small spot, or you can just spend your next turn also trying to open it completely. But
Okay.
Then we come to Thom, back to the top. Oh no, sorry, the two little guys are going to go now. Oh man, one of them is going to try to get to the other side, or they're both going to croak out, see what's going on, and then one of them is going to try to get to the other side of Thom by doing a acrobatics. Oh my god, he got a natural 20. One of them comes barreling down the stairs, little guy, and he trips over his brethren in front of him, goes flying up, hits against the wall, and bounces behind you somehow and somehow lives.
These things are cute. Do we have to kill them? They're not on our mission list.
Technically, you don't need to. But yeah, they only get 2 actions. So that's it for them. We come to Thom. You now have little guys all around you.
Let's go ahead. I can't do smite again. What's my maneuvers?
Yeah, you got power, you got extend, you got sweeping attack.
What's sweeping attack? Oh, so I can hit.
Yeah, if you hit, you can hit something else, but I think it's only for 1 damage.
So there's like 3 in front, above me, and 1 behind me. Is that what we're doing? Is that what it is?
Yep, exactly that.
Okay, so let's try to poof behind the one that's behind me. And
okay, you're going to try to do what to it?
My blink blade.
Oh, okay.
So I just
you're going to blink behind it.
I just blink behind it when I attack, and
cheating.
We'll make it a power attack
against this small guy. Okay, I'll tell you, you this thing doesn't look very tough.
So don't do power attack.
I'm kind of trying to hint at that. Yes.
So okay, I'll just hit it then.
Okay. Normal
And
hit. You can give yourself advantage if you want, but
yeah, let's do it advantage. I'll blink behind it
point.
and swing my hammer. Go hammer time.
Hammer time.
It's time to make you smaller.
Stop. Right. Hammer time.
Ooh, I got a 4 and a natural 20 is the other one. So.
Oh no, this thing's so crushed. We don't need to calculate it. It's going to be like 7 damage or something after everything. They only have 10 defense, and it has 2 hit points. So, yeah, you jump up in the air as your usual MO goes, and you come down with your hammer, and it just splats on the ground.
Splat.
Doesn't even take any room anymore. It's so splatted.
So I have 2 more actions.
You could run 10 spaces down if you want. That would actually get you down to the bottom.
Where Cassandra's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's not push my luck too much. And we can team up against the big one. All
right, you come to the door there. Cassandra's in the way.
Let's brace ourselves for battle.
The big guy doesn't like that you jumped away. I'm going to roll a fate dice to see how ballsy it is. Rolled a 17. Pretty ballsy. I have to go stop the cats from fighting, but I'll be right back.
Are you thinking about a sleep spell?
When he gave us that tell that they do not seem to have a lot of hit points, I'm like, okay, then that's an easy. I mean, even if I fail, I do 5 hit points worth of sleep. So
that's nice.
You know, Greg's problem is he doesn't have enough cats. He needs to get at least 1 or 2 more cats.
He's tripping over him, it sounds like.
Oh, sounds like he hurt himself. Yeah. Are you okay there?
I dropped my pull-up bar on my head.
Oh.
All right. If I faint, someone drive here and take me to the hospital.
We'll call 911.
That would be a crazy D&D story, right? Like the GM passes out during our virtual session, and luckily one of the players is only 30 minutes away.
Oh God, that hurt. Okay. Yes. So it's pretty ballsy. It croaks in its disdain at you leaving after hurting it because it thinks that you did all this pain to it. It doesn't even realize it was Cassandra, and it does like a big croak from the top as it jumps off, and it comes flying down 8 spaces. It's going to try to attack Thom on the way down.
Attack on the way down. Oh, so he's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
trying to jump on Thom.
Can I do parry?
You certainly can, and you probably want to.
Yeah, let's do that. At a +5, I believe it is.
All right. It's going to go ahead and roll.
I didn't get armor for this guy. I don't know why don't I have armor?
Cock die. Not cock die. That's a big whopping 10.
Oh, it doesn't even get my normal defense. So
well, it's doing its attack. Sorry, I didn't think this through. It's doing a claw attack. I'm going to give it disadvantage because you're far away outside of its echo thing. So it rolled a 10. That misses as it comes trying to hit you. It seems blind as it comes down. It does a swipe. You're not even there where it tries swiping, and it pummels and hits the ground. Poof, as the you see dust shake around this place. And the rest of you see this large creature. It takes 8 points of damage.
Holy cow.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. It's still standing, huh? It's got a lot of points. I have no idea what the scale points is in this game. So
that is a lot of damage. That probably would have killed some of you.
Would have.
Yeah.
Wait, so it already took 9 damage, and then it took another 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
It would have shared that damage with Thom had it hit, plus its actual claw attack too.
Plus, if somebody just happened to be down there, it'd been funny if Colton's character runs, "I'm here."
I was going to do that. I was going to be right there.
Yeah. So it has 2 actions left. It's going to.
I'm not going to move at all. I'm just going to hold still.
Like it's going to do a claw.
As it reaches out,
disadvantage for a second time. No,
so now that I can see, now that it's reaching out, it's gonna to attack Thom. I'm gonna shield Thom.
Okay, so you get +5. It's going to use tongue. It's going to lash out with his tongue.
What?
It's going to spend
French?
It's going to spend 1 extra with it to make it a grapple, but it has disadvantage because it's second attack. That is a natural 20 and a 2. So it misses. As it comes out with his big, hairy tongue to try to swap at you, it comes out flinging towards you, and it just hits against the wall next to you and then pulls it back in. Oh, that was unfortunate. That could have been way more fun.
I'm happy with the results.
Khrysopos.
So Khrysopos heard that there was a ruckus and is just kind of jogging over, threw up the guidance on Cassandra, sees Thom kind of boom, boom, boom down the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, Thom, what the?
Boom!
Reactionary throws out a hand. I'm going to Sacred Bolt it. Let me think about how.
Advantage or powered up or
1 action point for the cantrip, 1 action point to make it make a mental save. And I got a 22 against its mystical defense.
Wow. That is a brutal hit.
All right. So that is 3 radiant damage to it.
And you said what save?
A mental save.
It rolled real well, so I don't think it's gonna matter. But it got 17.
Sad. Okay, it is not exposed.
Wah, wah. But a brutal hit does how much? 3?
3.
As light comes shooting out from your palm, slamming into it, it seems to take it aback. As it comes to the little guys. Oh my god, they're so far behind.
Oh, I have 2 actions left.
Oh yes, you're right, you do.
And I'll just spend them and a mana point to cast Bless.
Oh, nice.
And I
If you, I'll let you take it back if you want, but that would be at disadvantage because it's your second spell.
Oh, thank you. No, I'll do it anyway.
Alrighty.
And I just get a 10 on the spell check of disadvantage.
So you get 3
to get everyone but Giaccomo because he's out of range with Bless. So, second verse, same as the first. Checks and saves at a d4.
All right, now we come to they just ran down the stairs. Yeah, they start croaking down at that part of the stairs, trying to figure out what's going on. And Cassandra, you now have this giant thing 10 feet from you, in front of Thom.
Do I see the little guys also coming down?
Yeah, you hear them. They're probably low enough for you to see as well.
Okay. Just clarifying question on the MP. So because I'm level 1, I can only spend 1 MP per turn, correct?
No, 1 MP per spell.
1 MP per spell. Okay. But I did drop that shield, so I'm now looking at 3 action points. Oh, but I can use a stamina point. This class is so cool. I can spend SP on AP. No, only on AP enhancements. Okay. So that is specific to enhancements. I'm just looking through. I think I'm gonna still do what I originally planned on doing. So I am gonna drop on the this is pretty terrible, but the 3Ks. I'm not gonna say it.
Good.
I'm gonna drop sleep on them, the little guys.
Oh, okay.
So that's a DC10 spell. I threw it in our chat, but so it's a DC10 spell check. I'm glad I had Bless because that's a 7 on the die, +2, +4. So that does
unless
not,
you fail, you're gonna get all of them. So
yeah, so it doesn't give me an additional success. I was aiming for that 15.
But 10 is enough to get them all.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be 10 hit points worth of creatures who fall asleep.
Yep. They all just kind of fall over and start sleeping.
Up 2 of my remaining 3 AP and then an MP, which is my last MP. BT dubs. So I'm out of MP. So I guess I'm down to cantrips. So another Cybolt at the big guy.
It is your second spell, so you get disadvantage unless you want to use an action point to.
It's my last action point, so I'm doing it with disadvantage, but I still have the Bless, right?
You do still have the Bless.
Okay. Hey, with disadvantage, I rolled a 20 and a 15.
Nice.
So
that's a
15 plus Bless is 17 plus 4 is 21.
21.
So 21. I can't spend
against its
any more.
That is a brutal.
It's a brutal.
Nice.
21 is a brutal. This thing's not hard to hit.
So yeah, whatever brutal psychic damage is to this thing, I'm trying to.
It's 1 base, I think. So that would be 3 total.
Okay. Take it.
Yeah, it starts rearing back. It's really mad at Thom now. Thom is just hurting it so much.
Yeah. Yeah, the only person who's physically attacked him has been Thom. So he's just like, how is he doing this? Why does it keep hurting?
And I don't see the psychic stuff, so I'm like, I'm really badass.
Yeah, he just keeps. I make everybody look good. What can I say? That's all I've got.
Alrighty. It's going to go ahead and do use one of its legendary action points, and the tongue goes out at Thom.
When I see the tongue approach Thom, shield.
Okay. It's going to use almost all of its legendary action points to give himself advantage, and to add a grapple to it.
Don't
God,
forget
really?
that Thom has the parry ability now if you want to save your mana.
Yeah, I could parry.
It's just
Same.
an AP.
Oh, okay.
2 2s is what I rolled. Oh, so 7?
I think I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, it has one more legendary action point left at some point. Then we come to that was Cassandra. We come to Giaccomo.
Okay,
You are
well,
at the top.
The greatest enemy of all of D&D is the door.
Your eyes adjust,
It
and you
really
see
is.
there's nothing at the top of this tower. See, you can hear things going down at the bottom. You can try to open. If you open up this trap door, you'll be able to see what's going down at the bottom of the tower.
okay, so does that require another action point?
Another athletics if you want to try to do it.
What if you like slid down the ladder? Could you go down faster?
You could try to do an acrobatics if you want to try to slide
Giacomo,
down.
I have
No,
a
no.
ring that I think will help. Jump!
He does. You do hear that. You hear Khrysopos say exactly that. Tells you to jump off.
How?
What's this ring do?
It will help in a dire situation.
I'm sure you have some. I'm sure you have some rope. You could do your best to rappel off this thing.
Wait, how?
You can try to slide down.
Am I
It's up to you.
with?
Mhm.
Hold on. Am I within 5 spaces of the ground?
No, you're within 8.
How far can you fall without taking damage?
1.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping maybe I could do a misty step down to the ground, but
Oh,
You could,
well,
you
what
could
if
climb
you?
partway down the ladder and then Misty Step.
Yeah, there you go.
That would take 2 AP though.
yeah. Well, let me try my athletics check first here.
Okay, you want to open up the trap door?
Oh no, that's a 4.
It's jammed now. Something you got it a little, but something jammed it.
Come on, you can do this. This is the wizard who jumped in combat, swinging a chain.
You can jump off the tower. You can try to if you want to try slide down the ladder, like they said, that would be an acrobatics, or you can just move down the ladder safely, or you can jump off.
Who cares about safety? Slide down. That's an in-between thing. I don't know about jumping off the tower.
Well, I've gotten plenty of low rolls. Let's just try an agility check and to slide down the ladder.
Okay.
Oh! What is this? 18.
18
Nice.
is pretty good. I'll say with 1 action point, you're able to get all the way down the ladder, just sliding down.
Okay.
Nice.
There we
You
go.
are on the ground.
Just in his rope, like goes up, and we're like, "Oh, you're thawing."
Yeah, right. Put it away.
You have 2 action points left.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to just get over to the entrance. That'll be 3rd action point, right?
Yep. Do you want to get farther back or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Did he have line of sight on the monster from where he was?
Nah.
Okay.
No. Plus, I was kind of too far away. Now, are any of is any of the any of our crew here within 1 space of this?
Yes.
Yeah, Thom
Yeah. Thom is within 1 space of the big guy.
Yeah.
If you want, you mean 1 space of your character or 1 space of the
No.
big guy?
1 space of the beast.
Oh yeah, Thom is. Thom.
Okay, I guess I'll just shoot a firebolt at it.
Fireball.
11.
11 doesn't hit, unfortunately. You throw the firebolt and it scorches its hide, but not enough to really do any damage.
Okay.
But everyone notices that Giacomo has entered the fight. Then we come to... It's going to use its last legendary action point. It's going to do Echo. It's going to... since it needs to put that thing up again. So then we come to Thom.
I'm going to use my hammer. gonna smash it in the face, right between the eyes.
As a Thom does.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself an advantage and a power attack.
Okay. Alrighty, that's 3 action points.
Yeah. So
You can give yourself another advantage if you really want.
And is Thom still blessed?
Thom is still blessed,
Yeah.
so add the D4.
Oh, what's that again? Again, that
D4.
D4.
So 2d20 and a d4, and
All right. All right. So I rolled 12 plus my 4. It's 16 plus 2 from the other 4, so 18.
18. That is a heavy, barely a heavy hit on this thing. So 3 damage, 4 damage for the power.
Okay. And then I have one more attack. I have one more action.
This thing doesn't look like it has much left in it.
Oh, can I use my other remaining action point to add expose to it?
It has to do a save, right? It should be a physical
It
save.
says
I
the
think.
target becomes exposed against.
Right. If you
the
look at
next
the top
attack.
of those, if you look at the top of those maneuvers, they say how all of them work basically, which is they perform a physical save against your DC. So he'll do that. His physical save's pretty good though.
What's my? Is it
I
my
rolled
save?
a 7.
Your save DC.
So he rolled a
10 plus CM
15. No, sorry, he rolled a 13. Can I math?
So
No,
your
I can't.
save DC
12.
Should be 14, I believe.
Yeah, my save DC says 14.
He failed. He is exposed on the next hit. So used all your action points. Next hit against him has advantage. As you hit him, and you hit him upside the head, and he's shaking his head, not paying attention too much.
Let's finish this.
Oh, what should he do? He has so many options. He's wanted to consume you multiple times, but you keep dodging it. So instead, he's just going to shake his head, and as he does so, his neck bulges again, and suddenly acid starts spraying out in a cone in front of him.
He's attacking.
He's
All
going to
this
use
one
he's
thing?
going to use an extra action point to give himself advantage on this.
What is the size of the cone or the range of it?
3 spaces.
Cool.
You're fine. Everyone else is not.
So I can use my parry, right? Will that help me?
You can. So it's kind of funny to think about it, but
Yeah, I know.
That is a 21 to hit against
Jeez.
all of your all's physical defense.
Oh crap!
So we'll start with Thom. You're parrying, so your physical defense is what, 16 right now?
16, yeah. Which means it'll hit
21.
me.
It's still a heavy,
Yeah, hit me with a heavy instead of brutal.
which is 4 points of corrosive damage.
Okay.
Going to you actually try to parry it, and you hit it upside the head with your weapon, trying to move its head, but it's not enough to prevent it from doing something. And then Cassandra, what is a 20? What's your physical defense?
So I'm sorry, I missed. So it spewed stuff. It spewed things at all of us.
Yes, it is doing its Haktua move at all of you.
Doing the Haktua. Okay. So when I see the incoming Haktua,
I knew this monster looked familiar.
Yeah. I'm gonna in self-preservation mode cast shield on myself.
Yep. So I give you +5 to your PD.
Yeah, so that will put me up to a 16 PD, and then that makes it a 21 heavy and a 26 brutal.
Yeah. So it rolled 21, so it's 4 damage right now. It's a base 3 +1 for the heavy.
Okay, so I'm taking 4 damage even with shield.
Even with shield, you would have
21.
taken
Okay,
5.
that's right.
And then lastly, go ahead. You can do something.
So can I need to see if I can always spend grit to reduce that, right?
Yes, you can. You can spend
Okay.
1 grit to reduce
I'm
it 1
spending
point.
my last grit to reduce that to be 3, and
Okay.
otherwise I'd be unconscious.
Oh, that's right. You don't have any hit points.
I literally have 4 hit points total. So
And remember,
it's
we
a good
don't
thing I was
go
at full hit points
unconscious.
and I still had grit.
Remember,
Yeah.
we don't go unconscious. We go to death's door, and
Yeah. You still get
Yeah.
one action per turn.
So having spent an action point on a shield and a grit point, I had to do both of those things just to stay conscious.
Just to stop, from falling
Yeah.
over and going to death's
From
door.
going to death's door.
And then lastly, Giaccomo.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do shield as well.
All right, that makes it a heavy.
That'll give me 15 physical defense.
Yeah, so it rolled a 21, so it's still a heavy. So it's 4 damage, corrosive damage coming at you right now.
Crap.
And I'm
As
out of grit.
it
I can't grit any
burns.
of that, unfortunately.
Well, I got 1 grit, but I want to save it for a special occasion. So,
Alrighty, that's its turn as it comes to Khrysopos.
I'm going to spend 1 action point to go get next to Giacomo and Cassandra.
Okay.
One order of operations.
Are you doing a heal?
Not first. First, I'm going to do Sacred Bolt on the baddie. I have advantage because it's exposed, and I'm blessed.
It's still shaking its head, not really knowing what's going on.
That is a 22 to hit.
That definitely hits. This is your radiant thing.
Yep.
So,
so against mystical defense.
Yep. Mystical defense. 22 is a brutal.
All right. So 1 base, 2 more for being brutal, 1 more because Sacred Bolt does +1 radiant against exposed creatures. So 4 total.
Oh, nice. 4. Yeah, that's right. How do you want to do this? That's how much I had left.
Oh, cool. Khrysopos comes up and is preparing to just sort of do a healing wash on the 2 people who got really hurt. But before that, just erupting radiant energy from the ground, giving it a whole sizzle.
And it does. It smells okay as the radiant energy burns through its defenses and it writhes there.
Nobody
it gives
hacked who was
Thom
on my friends.
it gives Thom the last evil eyes, seeing its enemy in its last moments, thinking Thom's destroying it as it falls over onto its back. Its arms are stiff and it's blackening.
I have an ability that I can do once per combat. Can I quick do that with the remaining action to get it in now? Cool. I will touch Cassandra and heal her for 3 hit points.
You would have got disadvantage though because it's the second spell.
I'm a brand new person.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, so maybe not as much healing.
No, you forgot the bless.
No, I'm good. It was a 9 and a 12, but I got a 3 on the bless, so it was a 12 plus 4, 16. We're good. 3 healing to Cassandra.
She feels
and you're back to full. Cool. That is it from there as everything starts to cool down a bit. The sleeping Khrysopos, what do you do with them?
So
someone mentioned they were cute at one point.
Right. So Khrysopos is very smart and investigative and is trained in nature. Mm-hmm. Can he go look at them and see how bad an idea it would be to keep them?
Roll a nature. Why not?
He wants to domesticate them.
Yeah.
Natural 20 with bless for 28.
Oh my god. They're difficult, but like it's never really been done. But you read in a journal from this one scholarly type that came through town one time on the possibilities of taming these, and you think you can do it. Do you think now's the time to put that into practice and make it work?
Cool. Great. Extraordinary. Was this a mother situation?
It does look like it, yeah.
will they die with Mama dead, or will they be fine?
Oh, they won't die with Mama dead.
Okay. You see Khrysopos kind of climb the stairs, go... Oh, what are these called again?
Khrysopos?
Khrysopos?
Like
Khrysopos?
Krasis.
Got it.
Khrysopos.
Puts his hands on his hips. Juvenile Khrysopos. We should keep them.
All right, if you want to be the crazy cat lady, it's all go for it.
Yeah. Just make sure they'll hawk Tui over to us.
Yeah,
I
right,
would only
exactly.
take the
if
one.
they start spitting
but
on me, I'm putting them down.
I would only take the one, but I think they're social in youth, and then they get, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, aggressively
Yeah, they would split
territorial
up.
as they age up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't stay together.
So what do we do with the other three? Lunch?
Hammer time.
No, let them go make their own nests. I'm going to just take one and hold it swaddle style.
Oh, that's cute.
Yep, it continues to sleep.
Can we cut the head off of the big one? Take it to the good. This is a good trophy, right, for this hunting thing we're doing.
I think it would be wiser to ask if there is a bounty, or to say, oh, there's an issue, you should put a bounty on it, and then we say, hey, we killed it.
That's some smart thinking right
Oh
there.
yeah, I like it.
Put a bounty out on something we already killed,
Exactly.
and then collect the bounty. Love it.
Wow.
Sounds good.
That's manipulative as crap. In the chest, what are you doing with that? Are you doing anything with the chest at the top?
Well, we have to go up and investigate it.
Yeah.
Giaccomo,
It's
what are you doing climbing that again?
There's something up here I want to check out.
Why does he wear pants?
He keeps talking about this shiny thing.
Yeah.
Well, hurry up, Bless is almost over.
He keeps he starts going up the ladder, and all of you get flashed again as he goes up. And and you make it to the top of the tower. You see the chest there. You gonna investigate it, you said?
I think you should.
It looks brand new, right?
It just looks newer than the rest of the place, yeah.
I think every time he flashes, we should have to do a saving throw, or we get stunned.
Yeah. Do a mental save. Actually, that's definitely a charisma save. But yeah,
Against
it's
things you can't unsee, right?
yeah, it does look newer. It does look locked. There's actually a little lock on the front of it. But go ahead and do an investigation on it if you
Can
want.
any of us pick locks?
Did anyone get the?
Well, before I do that,
Uh-huh.
I am gonna hit it with crackling lightning.
Okay, so you're gonna back up a little
Yes.
bit.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up a little bit and give her a good zap.
Okay.
I don't spend any mana doing that. Just a couple action
Spoken like a
points.
true veteran adventurer.
Um,
It could
roll
be,
a spell attack.
it could be alive.
Giacomo's up there being cautious. I've got a monster in a ring.
Okay, that's 12.
12. It hits it. With a 12, nothing seems to happen with it. What do you do now?
Are you all right up there?
Yeah, you all hear a.
I'm fine. I'm just being cautious. But I appreciate your concern. Yep. So I'm gonna take the.
That's what you hear.
Nice.
Marvelous.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody can use trickery to try to pick the lock, right? You don't have to be trained to pick a lock. It's just you use trickery, and obviously whoever is trained in it has a.
Well, do you need the tools to do it?
I think you need lock picking.
Ooh,
I have to look.
actually, I have lock picking. I just realized.
Yeah, you do.
I do actually.
There you go.
But
Well, I'll climb up there.
okay.
Yeah, Dom,
Get up there too.
come on up here. I need your help.
What's going on?
This thing has a lock on it. Can you pick it for me, prego?
Yeah. Let's try it. So lockpicking 3, trickery 1. So is that like a 4, or do I add them up together?
So for the lock picking, I think it uses. So it uses your lock picking skill. You should have an actual bonus there.
Yeah, under trades I have lockpicking 3. So it's just that, not trickery. Okay.
But you get to add your. I think it's either intelligence or agility, whatever's higher.
Okay. Let's see what happens. Not a lot. I got 8.
Add bless if the DM allows it.
Sure, why not? D4.
Is it a D4?
Yeah, it's agility or
Ooh,
intelligence.
So I get a 4 on that, so 12.
12. It's not a hard lock. You stick a little lock pick in there. It doesn't work at first, so you get the little jagged lock pick where you just like jam it in there until it opens, and it eventually does. But shaking the chest, suddenly you hear like as a little gas comes out. Roll a might save.
Ah,
I crouch down to be at Cassandra's side. So what do you think this ring does? I found it in the trash.
so might save would be my might plus what? I am proficient in that save. What's that?
You should have it.
Is it
right
Is it
there,
plus my prime then? Or
Oh, you
how's
don't have it. It's just +1 if you're in it, so it'd be +4. It'd be a
4.
total of 4.
I did roll 13, 4, so 17.
17. That's pretty good. Yeah, you suck it all in. No effect.
Okay.
And you open up the chest.
Acid was my bath. This cleaned up my lungs. I'm good.
Inside, you see a big pile of gold and silver and coppers and stuff, as well as like a little circlet laying on top.
I'm gonna pick up the circle and go, here, you have a crown now.
You put it on.
Who you giving it to? Who's here?
You're
I'm
the
gonna
only
give
one
it to.
up there.
I'm gonna give it to you. You're the warrior here.
Oh, to me. Okay.
You're the only two on the top of the tower.
Oh, so
Is there-
meanwhile, down at the bottom, when Khrysopos asks Cassandra
Oh, yeah.
if she thinks that the ring is of any value, she just looks at you with like these dead eyes and says, "Are you proposing to me?
What do you think?
We've
it
only
does?
known each other for a few weeks.
It's
and
it's on my
If
finger.
you haven't noticed,
Cassandra.
I'm not into dudes."
Cassandra, I don't know how your people do it, but it's on my finger. It's magical.
Oh.
Can any of you sense magic in this game? I can't. I don't know.
I mean, I could do an Arcana check on it.
Yeah, why don't you check this, Cassandra?
Oh, I could do an Arcana check. Well,
Yeah,
I could do an Arcana check
Whoever
on the
wants.
server.
Whoever does it first.
So that's going to be a 19 Arcana check on the ring.
Oh, and the ring?
Oh, you're gonna do the ring? Okay, then.
Well, I'm down below with Khrysopos.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys
So
can work
Chaz
out.
can do the circlet. or
Circle,
whatever.
yeah.
It looks to be a ring of imminent danger. When there is an imminent danger of some sort, as a reaction, you can spend an AP and give yourself a couple of effects, including shield, slow fall, and a couple of others that don't matter.
Hey, so would it have worked on Giacomo jumping?
Yeah, it would have.
Fantastic.
And then Giacomo.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
You're not sure. It doesn't look harmful.
Tiny and it's made of metal.
It does seem to be made of gold and silver, and lined with little air, like a gust of wind or something.
Is it like a manly crown thing, circlet?
Oh
or...
my gosh. Tom's like,
No.
Would I wear this as a bracelet because it's too small for my head?
Oh, that's right. Could it fit as a bracelet instead? I'm pretty big.
Yeah, probably.
All right,
You
I'll
could
put
probably
it.
wear it as a bicep band.
Okay, I'm gonna put it as a bicep
That's
band.
amazing.
Blah. What's it do? Anything?
Yeah, you put it on your bicep, and as you flex, you find yourself you float like an inch off the ground.
Inch?
Yeah, it's just like a little floating thing.
Circlet of floating.
Yeah,
can
you
now do
find that you
magic
can
tricks like Chris
float.
Angel.
Can I wheel myself back to the ground, or am I just always floating?
You can try. You can go off the edge and try to wheel yourself to the ground if you want.
Well, I meant just from not off the tower. I meant just
Oh,
I'm just gonna skydive. I'm just gonna like base jump off this tower and see if this.
Yeah.
this
I can fly. I can fly.
No.
Nope, I just float. Okay.
Hmm.
wow,
All right, I'll take it off
that's
for
a
right
cool
now.
trick.
It doesn't seem to come off.
Ah.
Nice. Well, now you're gonna have to be careful at the gym because this thing's gonna become super tight on your biceps if they get any bigger.
In
Oh.
the main D&D
I'm
campaign
gonna
that I
shot
did,
time. Hey boys, we got a bigger balloon up here.
in the chest,
It was.
in the campaign that I did a while ago, I also gave a cursed amulet to my party, whom the fighter put on his bicep as a bicep brace, and then couldn't take off because it was cursed.
That's awesome. So this is a
That's
reoccurring
funny.
theme, apparently.
Yeah. Wow.
Love
Coincidence.
it.
You actually find that you don't know how to get off the tower because you can't get your feet on the rungs of the ladder.
Ah.
You're forever suspended
Giaccomo.
there, dude.
Jump off!
All
I
right,
can catch
jump
you.
off,
I'm more
man.
sure of it now.
I will probably just fly away. Is probably what happened.
Giacomo, push him.
He obviously weighs more than 100 pounds, so I can't help you, dude.
Well, can I just see if I can move him around? You know, just sort of push
Yeah,
him a
you just
little
kind
bit.
of shove him a
Tie
little
a
bit,
rope
and he
to
just
his foot and
glides.
Let's see if we can pull him down. He has a balloon now. I love it.
Like you push him a little, and Thom tries to resist to push you, and it just makes him glide more.
Okay, so
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna hand him one end of my chain whip. I'm gonna take
Okay.
just to hang on, and then I'm gonna go over to the ladder and try to climb down the ladder.
Okay. As you start climbing down, you go over the edge on this chain whip, and you immediately fall. Roll a
Who falls, me or Thom?
Thom, but you're holding the chain whip, so roll an athletics.
Oh,
What happened now? I'm so confused.
he didn't like float. He fell.
He
Yeah.
floats 1 inch above the ground, and that's it, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
So I got to do an athletics. Okay.
He really should have healed me before we did all this.
That's a 7.
Yeah, you let go of the chain whip. It's way too heavy, and he just keeps falling.
Why?
I throw out my hand wearing the ring and try and catch him.
Roll a spell check. Actually, I don't know how feather fall works. I don't think he has it, so I'm making it up.
That's a natural 1.
Oh my god!
Oh, God.
I get under Thom.
Why? Yeah, you go under him, all confident as you put your hand up, and
Can I parry the damage of the ground?
First, I go, here, hold this, and then I get under Thom with the ring, so Cassandra can have the creature.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
didn't
Well, there's
want it
two
to get
others in
crushed.
case. But you hold up the ring, and it seems to kind of work a little bit. You like try to like get it to go a little better, and instead it suddenly works too much, and Thom goes flying off in a different direction. As
Sorry!
roll an acrobatics just to wrap this up
Who?
on Thom.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. See if you can negate any of the damage. So base 10, you negate 1 space. For every success over that, you can And it's probably every 10 over that, I think it is, that you can negate another space worth.
No, it's not terrible. So 15 plus acrobatics, which is 3, so 18.
18. Okay, so you negate 1 space worth. Yeah, you take 8 damage as you boom, hit the ground.
Jeez.
All right, so it took me down to 0, more than 0.
So you're on death's door. You're like crawling, but your hands aren't actually touching the ground.
Why?
I will run over. And
You have any spells left?
Somebody heal me.
I have 2 mana left. I'm trying to think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll leave myself with 1 and just.
I actually don't know how enhancing it works with out of combat. But whatever.
I was gonna maybe do a divine blessing, but I wanted to lose 1 mana. Can anyone help me with this by any chance? Just to add.
I don't know. I don't have any healing spells, but I got. Oh! I can loan you the staff. It's got 1 mana in it.
I don't need the mana. I'm trying to get my roll higher.
I can help if that's just AP to help. I'm out of MP, so I can't cast guidance.
Yeah, you just have to explain how you're helping. It doesn't need to be like I also have heal. It can be anything you can think of to possibly heal to help.
Oh, I forgot we had an invisibility potion, didn't we? Oh.
Yeah. If you can somehow justify how you can help, then you can help. It's not easy to justify this one, but maybe you can.
Yeah, I mean, if he's casting a spell to heal, I don't really know how I would. You can do it.
It looks worse there. Heal that.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Roll
looks like he has compound fractures on the legs. Why don't you focus on those?
Oh, actually, you could do that. So you could do a medicine roll if you want.
Okay, 100%. Yeah.
Help focus the healing in different places.
Good at that, but I just got a 10.
That's good enough. I would say DC 10. So yeah, you can get a help die of a D8, I think, is a help die.
Yep. Ooh. Double 2s. 8. Thom, you get 2 points of healing.
Okay.
Wow.
Conscious?
I also have a healing potion on me.
Not dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
I think we all have a healing potion, don't we? We all got one.
Yeah, you all got one because you were able to brag.
Yeah, but I had to use I had to use mine. I used mine up, I think.
Yeah.
So what is there anything like Giaccomo could do to try to with this curse item? Is there any kind of negate magic or I don't know what counter spell?
I mean, we could always just cut the arm off.
And then reattach it. Do a healing spell.
Let's push Thom to a spot where his other arm can hold on to something, and then all 3 of us grab the circlet.
I guess it's a good thing you didn't put it on your head, huh?
You're gonna try that? You're gonna try to just pull it off with force?
No, let's try something else first. Get some lubrication from like gross stuff from the trash and put it in there, and see if you can. I don't know.
I have 6 vials of oil. We could.
Oh, there we go.
Oh wait, no, I guess can't. Could I blink?
Giacomo is always prepared.
Out of it?
He brings
I probably
the
blinks
man.
with
I
you.
love it. Is that for your lantern? Is that lantern oil by chance, or is that you're always prepared for lubing things?
Well, yeah, it's like lantern oil, cooking oil,
Here, let's
Molotov
rub this highly
cocktail oil.
flammable oil on your arm to see if we can get.
Maybe
We'll
like
burn
can
it
you
off.
guys do your Arcana checks, help each other out or something? Maybe see if we can figure out something.
I mean, if you got spells like Dispel Magic or something,
I
guess
know.
you could remove curse.
I mean, you can still walk, right? You just walk an inch off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we
Fine.
use some of the treasure to pay someone to get the curse off me.
Yeah, you could probably pay someone to remove curse.
And
That
on
or
the
Tom's
on
new
the bright
nickname
side,
is One Arm Tom.
on the bright side, you won't trigger any pressure plates.
True. Yeah. Won't say any
This
traps
is perhaps a blessing.
I don't know.
But yeah, you can glide forward. You glide back to the caravan that brought you here.
We take all of the gold from all of the people. Just
Oh yes, you do get a
in
lot
the
of gold
chest.
there.
Wait, wait.
We're
I might
rich.
I might have come across a solution.
Uh-oh.
Well, I have Misty Step.
Okay.
If I can get my fingers underneath and grab it and do Misty Step, maybe I can Misty Step.
His arm off.
No, just maybe maybe the ring will come with me. The circlet will come with me and leave Thom behind.
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, this
see.
can't go bad. This can't go bad at all.
10.
10. You think that possibly you could make this work? It would. You'd make a spell check with high roll doing what you want and a low roll having possibly negative consequences.
You're both cursed at the same time.
It's a
Finger
weird
is
one.
on-
No.
And it's contagious.
think
Every
it's
time we
doable?
touch someone, they get a 2. It just goes around.
You think it's doable, but it won't be free.
Maybe can you guys work together on this?
Now here's the deal. For Misty Step, it says make a DC 20 spell check. Does that mean I've got to roll above a 20 for it to work?
And Misty Step,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that high, but that is what that means.
Is that to do some additional effect?
Yeah, I thought maybe that was for additional. I think that's you get more spaces if you.
No, it's just no. That's if I spend an extra mana point, I can do Far Step and increase the teleport. Make a DC spell check. You teleport up to 5 spaces to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Oh yeah, you're
On a
right.
success, it says each 5 plus 2 spaces. Failure, only 3 spaces.
Oh, okay.
So I guess
even
maybe if I fail, then I only teleport 3 spaces as opposed to
Yeah.
5.
Okay. So
Or
the
more.
success is to bump up your distance you can travel.
So before you do this, I would suggest Colton, can you bless him or something? Do you guys do that?
I'll give him guidance. I've got 1 mana left, and I'm not using it on this.
I mean,
Yeah, if he wants to try it now, he'll.
we
It's
could
okay,
always-
we'll get a long rest soon.
we could always wait until we get back to town. I mean, I don't see this being life threatening at the
Right.
moment. Right?
Thumb, you can.
Right, and I've got-
behind the cart.
Yeah,
I've got that staff with 1 mana point in it, so I could spend that.
Let's go high. Let's go get a professional. Yeah, no offense, Giaccomo.
Yeah, let's go find a professional
Let's
surgeon
go.
to remove his arm. Like, we don't need to be hacking his arm off in the wilderness. Let's,
Oh.
I
mean, there's only a few bad things that could happen. You get stuck in there. Your fingers stay, but you go. The arm comes off. There's only so many bad things.
Of course.
But
Yeah, that's not. I don't want to be one-armed Thom. So let's.
It does have a ring to it.
now he's for it.
I mean, we could all
Um,
take an arm in solidarity, and then we just be like, all supposed to amputees. That'd be our new team
No.
name.
No.
Yeah, the 1-armed bandits.
So you head back.
The 4-armed bandits.
You get into the cart, and you find you have to concentrate on the cart just to make it so it doesn't leave you. And every once in a while, you stop concentrating, and the cart just goes off, and you just slide off the back.
Well, I thought I'd tie myself on with a rope or something. So
Yeah, so you can tie yourself on. So you're just floating in the back, like skiing with it.
it's like a parade balloon.
Yeah, you're afloat. And you make it back, and you deliver your contract to Eugene, the Bloodsworn contact, and he will say, "Well, that's mighty well done on your part. Good job. Consider yourselves." Never mind. Consider yourselves a part of the Bloodsworn Guild. Have yourselves with the amenities. You can stay here if you like. You can get to meals and all that kind of stuff. It's on the house. And I don't know why you're doing that, but I guess you like it.
I'm floating.
Beast companions.
That's how you mine
Dogs.
floating. Don't you know how to mine
Yeah,
floating?
That's floating.
So you had no problem with Tinticulous, I see, and he keeps getting distracted by you floating around.
I just kind of float around. I could use a little Arcana assistance, perhaps.
I like that you're not just like floating; you're like, But yeah, you're. And it says, "You're cursed. There, you should go see a priest." Now, what were you saying there, Cryopos?
Right. So we have access to the meals now, and I'm guessing that also extends to like stable feed, beast companions, falcons, etc.
Yes. If you got a beast companion, just there's a stall outside. You can, if it's a horse, you can tie it to the rungs out there.
Nope, it's this, and I hold the baby Khrysopos like Simba and the Lion King, fully back leg sploot.
Let me roll something.
Oh man!
Oh no, I rolled a natural one. As you hold it up, a little like Haktua comes out of the front onto his desk from the little creature.
I'm terribly sorry. We're going to work on training.
He says, "That's I don't think that's gonna go well with the guild, but just keep that thing secure and
of course.
Good luck on whatever the hell you're trying to do. Maybe cook it or something."
Okay, I won't do that.
You hear it all.
Oh, that burns really bad. Okay.
And then yeah. That's basically where the one shot ends. The Hunted, it's called. It's free for anyone who wants to play this themselves. Or not free. It comes with, you can buy it if you're not part of the Kickstarter. If you're part of the Kickstarter, it's free, but that's not really free. Never mind. I'm not going to think about that too much. But yes, if you're interested, the one shot is called The Hunted. If you want to play that as well.
DungeonCoach.com for more information.
There you go. Ooh. He has pretty cool live streams too. You can listen to his thinking on stuff. It's kind of cool. And if you're part of his Patreon for at least the $5 tier, you get to get his weekly monthly magazine that comes out, and that's actually where the Cyborn and Scion came from. Was from that monthly little magazine he puts out. So
DC20
pretty cool.
Mag, yeah.
Yeah, I think the next really one he said is going to be Magic Items. Is the next magazine. Yeah,
nice. I think he's doing a really good job. I mean, from what I see here, this is really well put together. It's very professionally done.
Yeah. Yep. And we can discuss more on a sidebar. We can have a sidebar discussion about what we think about the system and stuff. But yeah, I think that's good for here.
All right. Sounds good. So hope everyone enjoyed that. And that is our playtest DC20. So goodbye, everybody. I'm going to float away. Bye.
Good night, folks.
When the dice roll high, we touch the sky. But when they crash, it's a belly laugh. Genre play, lighting the way. Our tales unleash the wild rampage.